All right, everybody. It is Tuesday, November 1st, the day after Halloween. And it is a Tuesday. And you know that can only mean one thing because Tuesdays belong to comic book school. Whenever we play that music, I can see Mike in the green room bopping his head to the soundtrack. But I will tell you, we're working on a new version of the intro, something a little bit longer, give you guys a little time to find your seats and also to find the most famous man in California, Mike the Knife Fasolo. Mike, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Mike, you were telling me that you had trick-or-treaters come to your house. What did you give out?
Well, we had a selection of candies, the Milky Ways and Reese's peanut butter cups and things like that.
Now,
I buy the candy.
Size, the big size? Like what happens when you're out there in LA? Is everything just more expensive?
It depends. If you go to like certain neighborhoods, like Brentwood is the rich neighborhood, they give out like the full size bars.
Really?
Yeah, we just gave out the little mini snack ones.
Does anybody give out those monkey burgers?
What's a monkey burger? Oh, In-N-Out?
In-N-Out burger. Does anybody give you In-N-Out burgers?
I haven't been to any place where they've given them out, but hey, maybe they'll do.
Do you think? Oh shoot! I better put my microphone on. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
If I come to California, what's the first thing I have you take me to?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out burger.
That's right.
Right. I'm sweaty and disgusting from the plane. I still have my luggage, but we get right online and get an In-N-Out burger. What do I get it? Full jungle? What do I get it?
The animal style.
Full animal style. So see, Aaron wants that. And yeah, I love full monkey style.
Yep. It's good. It's good times.
And then we also get the soup wontons.
The soup dumplings.
And what do they put soup inside? How do they get the soup inside the dumpling?
I have no idea how it's done, but those are things better not questioned. Just let it go and eat it. It's great.
So, Mike, tonight we are talking about writing. You are indeed a writer, I am to understand.
I've dabbled.
You've dabbled. You know your way around the keyboard.
I can type a few words a minute.
You can type
500 to be exact.
We have video. Mike is not kidding. Mike is actually an Emmy award-winning television comedy writer for the award-winning television show Robot Chicken. Right, Mike?
It is. Yes. That's me. That's me.
A round of applause. To me, you're just Mike, but to the rest of the world, you are a three-time Emmy award-winning writer. And Mike, you are familiar with the concept of a cliffhanger. By the way, I've won some awards. We never talk about that.
Which awards have you won?
Some awards.
I've got a few. I don't need to tell you what they are.
I won them in another country.
They're up in Canada.
And the French love me. So, Mike, we're going to be talking a little bit about cliffhangers. And what I think is kind of cool is the term is somewhat credited to New Jersey.
Huh,
Did you know that? This is a still from a very old movie called, somebody has a comment. Vince is from Canada, so he gets that joke. This is a shot, a very dangerous shot. You can see all the safety that was involved. One guy is holding his knee and apparently his blazer. That's the level of safety that they had. That's all you needed for a movie called The Perils of Pauline. And they would film in New Jersey. That was the center of film production, Mike. And The Perils of Pauline would often end, as serials do, with a cliffhanger so that people would want to know. Oh, see that? This is...
That's good. That's French.
Well played, Vince. But cliffhangers were this thing that helped people to come back to serialized movies. That is, they would come back for the next episode whenever it came out. So filmmakers would begin to end their films with a cliffhanger. In this case, it was rather dangerous. This is Fort Lee, New Jersey, where they were literally on the cliffs. It doesn't look much safer for the camera guy either, does it?
Oh no, he's teetering right on the edge.
Yeah, and they don't have it on him. They're like, save the camera.
Right? He doesn't have his own rope.
They don't actually have the rope tied for to the human. It is only to the cameraman. Let's see what we got. Glenn,
have you seen that movie?
If not, the T-shirt for eating a Pete and Helig's pizza is not an award. It's a cry for help from New Jersey in 2002. I agree. I am all about a cry for help using food to solve my illnesses. I thought Cliffhanger was from a Michael Caine movie. I think it might have preceded that a little bit.
Or the Sylvester Stallone movie, Cliffhanger.
The Sylvester Stallone movie. But we're not talking about the classic Cliffhanger, Mike, that we're taught to write to as comic book writers or as TV writers, right? That you have to end an episode so that people will want to come back. What I'm talking about here is the page turn cliffhanger. Have you ever heard that concept, Mike?
I have not.
You have
Actually,
not.
I have. I'm just saying I haven't.
Did you didn't really know that? Did I actually teach you something?
I know what that is. It was a cliffhanger to make other people continue listening.
That's right. Well, kind of. So let's just talk for a moment about what that page turn cliffhanger involves. And let me just pull something up real quick here. And I will try to cleverly peer around. And here's a cliffhanger, Mike. When will my Kickstarter finally conclude?
It's it's already funded.
We are funded. We're trying to go above funding. We have stretch goals. There are 57 backers who have helped me reach $2,135. There's 3 days to go. I would like to encourage people, Mike, to take a look at my cliffhanger-ish Apocalypse Boulevard. My favorite is when people pledge $12 to buy the digital set because I love reading digital comics. I have too many comics in my life, and I now mostly read digital comics. Do you read digital comics at all, Mike?
I've read a couple here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for going forward, it's a little hard to deny the economics for the creator's perspective because we don't have to print and ship. I know it's all about me, but I will say now that I'm doing this Kickstarter, which I hope people come and support, it's really interesting to see how many people are buying digital. I mean, look at this, 21 people bought the digital comics.
Yeah. Are you going to actually send out real comics if they want those?
So people that pledged more than that would actually get the, so for $32, you get all 4 issues of print plus all 4 issues of digital, 16 backers, which is pretty close to the 21 backers for just the digital. So I think that there is this move toward digital comics. I have a nice iPad and it really does make it great to read comics. By the way, I should note, I want people to know this, Mike. I want them to see that we're looking at funding the last 2 issues. The first 2 issues, 1 and 2, are actually completely done and printed. So that's the thing. This is for a 4-issue miniseries. I want people to know that a lot of blood there. This is an actual created comic book that's never been distributed.
Well, it's going to get distributed now.
It will be. And there's Mary M. She supported Kickstarter, and so did Redheaded Ed, and so did Vince. So everybody's taking good care. You even supported it, Mike.
I did. I gave you a couple dollars.
You did, because you're a good man.
That's what I do.
So let's get back. All kidding aside, Mike, I'd like to get back to this concept of a cliffhanging page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my handy dandy slideshow, Mike, from here, right over here. Do it. You ready? You don't see it yet?
No.
All right, hold on.
Click the button.
All right. How about now? Present slides. Nope, that's not it. Present, share screen, window.
Share screen.
That. How's that?
That's a cliffhanger page.
It's a cliffhanger page. And Erin, who is a professional graphic designer, dies a little bit inside every time she sees me design my own graphics. She's like, all right, so cliffhanger pages, Mike. So first, let's start with the first concept. This article I published originally in 2016. called
That was a
Pro
long
Tip.
time ago.
It was a long time ago. I've been doing comic book school for quite a while. This particular article, Mike, was something that I created a cheat sheet for myself, that when I was writing a comic book, I wanted to know where the left and right pages were. Now, logic would tell you that the even numbers are always on the left and the odd numbers are always on the right. And yet still somehow I would have to go, wait, am I on a left page or a right page?
Even left, right.
So, being the visual person that I am, I put this together in Excel, I cut it out, and I put it on the side of my monitor. So, look at this. All the Canadians, you should be included. Yes, you're. Don't worry, Vince. You'll be included. I'll ship for you. Yes, she does. She dies a little when she sees me do. I actually did this design, Mike. I know. A little hard to imagine that I did this graphic design.
It's very square.
It is very square. And Marianne, it is indeed. And I will be showing you where you can download this for free. But I have put little yellow gold stars there, Mike, to show that you have a right-hand facing page. Now, the importance of a right-hand facing page is that you need to do something on the last one or two panels that will get a reader to continue reading. Now, today, when I first built this, most comics were 22 pages. Now, most comics are 20 pages. They've actually cut the page count to save costs, because you only have to pay writers and artists 20 pages. They still print the same amount of pages in a comic book, but they just sell more ads. So, yeah, and the price went up.
It's
so
all about the money.
Well, and as a comic book creator, you get paid a little bit less as well.
Oh, well.
A little harder to actually make a living. So would you like to see example number 1?
Yes.
You would.
I would.
Well, say it.
I would like to see example number 1.
Your wish is my command, Mike. So example number 1 comes from Fables number 7. So I know how hard it is to see on this screen. So what I did was I blew up the last panel. So on this page, we have, this is Fables. I don't know if you've ever read it. It's a Vertigo book by Bill Willingham. This particular issue is number 7 by Mark Buckingham. And do I have something similar for 2-page spreads? No, but that's actually a really good idea, Glenn. I think I will look into doing that. But on this panel, the cliffhanger, and by the way, Bill Willingham is extremely good at this. Just about every issue of Fables has at least one great cliffhanger panel. On this particular page, it is a left-hand page, but it's still somewhat of a cliffhanger because it makes you want to keep reading. So the two sisters are speaking, and the Red Rose, who is speaking to Snow White, says the truck keys are missing because they took them. And then she says, why? What on earth for? That is a miniature cliffhanger, Mike, that makes somebody want to continue reading because they want to know the answer to the question. That's just good writing, don't you think?
Yeah. Because you're reading it going, well, what on earth for? Exactly.
Why? What on earth for? And then you want to know. And now the next couple of pages, they will unpack the why behind why the truck keys are actually missing.
It could be because they wanted to drive the truck.
It was more sinister than that, Mike. It was murder. So I wanted to show that you don't do it just, once an issue. You do it multiple times an issue. And again, this is just good quality writing. By the way, we had Shelley Bond on about 2 months ago. She was the editor of this comic series, and it's a tremendous series. Definitely, you should check it out, Mike. It's what if Fables really existed in the real world, and their power is derived by how much people believe in their fable story.
Oh,
yeah, it's quite good. And its first series starts off as a murder mystery. So we just came off the murder mystery. Now, the second example, again, from the same issue, this one is another terrific example. This is page 4. We have Red Rose talking to the pigs and the bears. But now in the final panel, the pig says, we've been working on exactly that problem, and I believe we've solved it. Come with me. I want to show you something really cool.
What's he going to show her?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So when you start to think about how you can bring the reader along, you have to think about the way you write the story to end every page on some sort of cliffhanger. It is worth noting, though, if you even look at the panel and balloon placement, we start at the top of the panel and we bring ourselves down. We've been working on exactly that problem, and I believe we solved it. You see the pig, you see the character, the girl character, and then to the right, the last thing you see on the panel to the right is, I want to show you something really cool. So it's not just the writing, it is the art, it is the lettering design, it's the way everything is put together to draw the eye of the reader to make them want to continue the story.
I would want to continue the story.
You would want to continue the story.
Yeah, I want to find out what the pig knows that's really cool.
Yeah. So I am a big fan of the storytelling technique where you have a page turner. So what I did was I provided this on the comicbookschool.com website, Mike. Where can they find that?
comicbookschool.com.
Yeah, I'm glad you enunciated that exactly the way I like to enunciate it. So here's the particular episode that we are working on right now. Even though this was published in 2016 through the magic of WordPress, I was able to pull it up. You can go in here. Oh, that's great, huh?
You can't pull it up there.
You can, there you go. It was laggy a little bit. This is what it is in the internet. So that's the graphic. You can actually just take this. It's just a JPEG. I noted that it was originally published here. I have a brief explanation. And I give an example. Character 1, who is the baby's father? Character number 2, you really want to know? Fine. The baby's father is
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 right? You put that on any right-hand page, and people are going to just have to get the answer, and they need that answer. So when I originally put this together, I was still more or less writing to 22 pages, although by that point, I think around 16, we were already down to 20 pages. I always assumed that we would get back up to 22 pages. We didn't. But, you know, it's still a handy guide. You can see, you just click it as a JPEG. You can download it. And I've lightly branded it, Mike, Comic Book School.
Look at that. That's good.
That's not bad, right? So I cross-linked this video and some other interesting articles. You know, this is one of the most popular articles in the entire website. Did you ever read that, Mike? The Untold Story of Wizard.
I don't believe I have.
What?
I don't think so. The Untold Story of Wizard magazine.
One of the most popular, there's something wrong with the website tonight, Mike. What is going on here? It's a little embarrassing. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
I don't know either. Look at this. The website is crashing on me. Let's see if this works. Reload. Let's see if that works.
I like the little sad.
Look at it. The whole thing broke. All the design broke.
You broke the internet.
I did break the internet. I'm going to stop sharing while I'm ahead. All right. So, Mike, that's it. What do you think? Was that an educational episode? I try every once in a while mix in a little actual real education.
Yeah, it's good. I think it showed the writers and the artists and the letterers. They gotta keep things moving.
They certainly do. So I'm gonna give something that I haven't done this in a long time, Mike. We're gonna give you a check this out. Do you have the check this out music?
Check it out. Check this out. Dun, dun, dun.
It was pretty good. I'd like to recommend the very first Powers graphic novel or collected edition. You read this, right?
I did. Way back in the days of Wizard, the Untold Story of Wizard.
It's a terrific collection, but what makes it extra special is they have the complete full script in there and spaced exactly as it was typed, so it doesn't try to compress it. Then you have the complete sketchbook, which then gives you the behind the scenes and all the character developments. So you can see even the nifty the binder rings there that make it truthful and real, and all the character designs. So I highly recommend this as a check this out, because you will really get a good understanding of how Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming put together the first Powers collected edition. They have a cover gallery, and it is chock full. This particular one is $21.95. It's probably gone up in price. It is a fantastic read as well, Mike.
That's very cool, because I always like to see how other people, like for their script, I'd like to see how they did it and laid it out, and how they Yeah. See, I love examples like that where you can go, oh, because then if you don't really know what you're doing, you can go, oh, this is how it's done. And you get a perfect example.
So that's why this is a check this out. People should be checking this out, Mike, because it's worth it. This Powers Volume 1. It is, once again, a murder mystery. You notice a theme here. A murder mystery, but with superheroes. And the story is Who Killed Retro Girl?
Do they have a lot of cliffhangers in there?
They certainly do. Bendis and Oeming are masters of the craft. And terrific comic. Terrific comic. I don't know if it's
I want to check that out.
Yeah, they did a lot of volumes of it, but I'm not sure if they continue to do volumes anymore. I have no idea.
Did they ever find out who killed Retro Girl? Don't
do.
Spoil it.
They do. They do give you a nice, satisfying ending.
Okay, even better.
So next week, Mike, I will be traveling on the road. The wise and illustrious Rob Anderson, Mr. Anderson, will be taking the seat for me and providing education and entertainment, or as we say in the biz, edutainment.
In the biz. That's a good biz word.
That's what we say in the biz. So that's all I have for this week, Mike. I hope that people were edutained. I hope they check out my Kickstarter, and I hope eventually my website loads again.
Yeah, I think all of those will happen.
You think all of those will happen?
Yes, maybe not Mike, today.
That's all I got for this week. We're going to keep it 30 minutes, keep it light, tight, and we will see everybody next week.
All righty.